On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Glut.
An excessive amount of something, especially of a commodity, that results in a decline in price.
Examples:
Glut of information. Capital glut. The restaurant had a glut of food left over from the weekend.
Meaningless.
Having no meaning, direction, or purpose.
Examples:
A meaningless endeavor. Do a meaningless task. This experiment's results are meaningless because the other conditions are not identical.
Scrape.
To draw something along a rough or hard surface, typically to remove dirt or other matter.
Examples:
Scrape meat off a bone. Scrape a hole in the ground. He scraped the mud off his boots before entering the house.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
Industrialized service. Industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Mushroom.
A type of fungus that grows on dead or decaying organic matter and typically has a stalk and an umbrella-shaped cap.
Examples:
Mushroom spores. Mushroom cultivation. The mushroom risotto was delicious, but I couldn't identify all the mushrooms in it.
Intensify.
To increase or make something increase in extent or strength.
Examples:
Intensify diplomatic efforts. Intensify a good relationship. Rebels have pledged to intensify the armed struggle against the dictatorship.
Swine.
A domestic pig, especially one bred for its meat.
Examples:
Swine flu. Swine industry. The farmer raises swine on his farm for the market.
Asteroid.
Also planetoid, a small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Wasp.
A flying insect with a narrow waist and a sting, typically feeding on nectar and known for its aggressive behavior towards other insects and animals.
Examples:
Wasp nest, wasp sting. A giant wasp flew into the room, and everyone panicked.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Upsurge.
A sudden and significant increase, a rise, or surge in something, especially in intensity or frequency.
Examples:
Population upsurge. An upsurge of emotion. The country saw an upsurge in tourism after the new airport was built.
Retrospective.
Looking back on or dealing with past events or situations, particularly those that are considered important or influential. An exhibition or showing of a particular artist's work, covering an extended period of time.
Examples:
Retrospective review. Retrospective study. The retrospective exhibition featured some of the artist's earliest works.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War. Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Fertile.
Capable of producing abundant vegetation or crops, intellectually productive.
Examples:
Fertile ground. Fertile market. Herbs require fertile soil in a sunny, sheltered location.
Irrigate.
To supply water to land to help plants grow.
Examples:
Irrigate fields. Irrigate the flowers and plants. The water shortage in the region has made it difficult for farmers to irrigate their crops.
Infographic.
A visual representation of information or data often used to present complicated or complex concepts in a simple and understandable way.
Examples:
Infographic design. Infographic presentation. The company shared an impressive infographic about its annual profits.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Breakup.
The end of a relationship between persons or nations. The separation of something into several pieces or sections.
Examples:
A breakup hug. Air breakup. He got over the big breakup with his wife.
Titanic.
Of or having a great size, power, or influence, of or relating to titanium, equals a light, strong gray, lustrous, corrosion-resistant metallic element.
Examples:
Titanic battle. Titanic compound. The Titanic ship sank on its maiden voyage.
Typography.
The art or process of printing with type, the design, layout, and arrangement of printed material, including text and images.
Examples:
Typography skills. Typography layout. I love the bold typography used in this book's chapter heading.
Instill.
To impart, introduce, or cause to be absorbed gradually.
Examples:
Instill confidence. Instill medication into my eye. The teacher attempted to instill the importance of hard work in her students.
Dormant.
In a state of temporary inactivity, rest, or sleep, not growing or progressing, but capable of doing so under the right circumstances.
Examples:
Dormant volcano. Dormant account. The disease can remain dormant for years before it presents any symptoms.
Effortless.
Requiring little or no effort, not difficult or strenuous, easy to accomplish.
Examples:
Effortless victory. Effortless beauty. The dancer made her performance look effortless and graceful.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Tor.
A peak or rocky outcrop on a hill or mountain, a high, craggy hill or rocky mountain.
Examples:
Tor Hill. Rocky Tor. We had an excellent view of the surrounding landscape from the top of the granite tor.
Naught.
A numerical value representing zero or no quantity, nothingness.
Examples:
Not percent. Not to fear. The company's profits were reduced to naught due to unexpected expenses.
Gobble.
To eat or swallow something hurriedly, noisily, and greedily, to make the sound of a male turkey.
Examples:
Gobble down food. Gobble up the competition. I always gobble my breakfast quickly because I'm usually in a rush.
Chime.
To make a ringing sound, usually by striking an object like a bell or wind chime. To harmonize or agree with something else. Noun, a set of musical bells or metal tubes that produce a musical sound when struck or played.
Examples:
Glass wind chime. Chime with the music. The grandfather clock chimed solemnly, signaling the hour.
Warmonger.
A person who encourages or advocates for war, often recklessly or excessively. A person who promotes or glorifies military conflict or aggression.
Examples:
Warmonger politician. Accused warmonger. Many people protested against the warmonger's plans to start another war.
Overpower.
To conquer or establish complete control over someone by using superior strength.
Examples:
Overpower the suspect. Overpower the opponent. The shooter was eventually overpowered and arrested by police.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Dataset.
A structured collection of data that is compiled and processed in a computer system or program, typically for analysis, research, or machine learning purposes.
Examples:
Dataset analysis. Publicly available dataset. The scientist analyzed the large dataset to conclude the experiment.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Apprehend.
To arrest or capture a person suspected of a crime, to understand or perceive something, to feel anxious or fearful about something happening in the future.
Examples:
Apprehend the meaning. Apprehend a criminal. The police were able to apprehend the suspect after a high-speed chase.
Biomedical.
Relating to the application of the natural sciences, especially biology and physiology, to clinical medicine and healthcare.
Examples:
Biomedical assay. Cutting-edge biomedical. Biomedical engineering focuses on developing new medical technologies and innovations to improve patient health outcomes.
Curate.
A clergyman who is in charge of a parish, a person in charge of a museum, gallery, or church, responsible for the care and display of its collections and exhibitions. Verb: to carefully select, organize, and maintain items in a collection, exhibition, or presentation.
Examples:
Perpetual curate. Curate an art website. The art museum has hired a curate to select and display pieces from its collection.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Spawn.
To lay eggs or to produce offspring, to cause something to develop.
Examples:
Spawn in spring. Spawn a new concept. The salmon swims upstream to spawn in the place they were released.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
Recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
Percolate.
To filter through a porous substance or material, to pass through gradually or spread slowly, to rise or pass through a liquid or container, as in a coffee maker.
Examples:
Percolate around the web. Percolate through the whole industry. The coffee slowly percolated through the filter and into the cup.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Lopsided.
Uneven or unbalanced in shape, proportion, or distribution, having one side or part much larger, greater, or more developed than the other.
Examples:
Lopsided competition. Lopsided smile. The basketball team lost the game due to their lopsided performance on defense.
Saturate.
To completely fill or soak something with a substance, to completely permeate or imbue something with a particular quality or element, to make something thoroughly absorbed.
Examples:
Saturate the market. Saturate the cloth with water. To enhance the flavor, the chef decided to saturate the meat with a flavorful marinade.
Skepticism.
An attitude of doubting or questioning that claims or statements are true or valuable or that something will happen, the disbelief in any claims of ultimate knowledge.
Examples:
Natural skepticism. Skepticism toward bureaucracy. This party expresses skepticism about the efficacy of the health insurance system.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.